Hey guys, GadgetGirlKylie here, and welcome back to my Let's Play walkthrough of Soul Sacrifice Delta, moving on to the second chapter of The Curse of Narcissism.
As promised, though, Calixto followed wherever I went.
Do you now see my beauty, sir?
No.
Utterly exhausted by him, I gave him the answer he wanted. He insisted I hadn't
Said it from the heart.
Yes, well, there's good reason for that. He told me he served as a recruiter for Sanctuarium. And he only dealt with a very specific subset of people. I had no interest in his work. But that didn't stop him prattling on about it. A fiend appeared before us. The twinkle suddenly returned to his eye. He was brimming with energy now. It was as if we had beheld a vision come from heaven.
Allow me to redefine grace in motion for you.
Snow White. Okay, so I shall show you guys my offerings. So this is the build I'm using. Now you can power up your summon with one of the roots, so I'm going to be doing that. And I noticed that when I experimented with this, the golem seems to move quicker and attack quicker, ever so slightly. Pretty sure that that's the case. That's what I noticed anyway. And of course I'm going to be using my Fireblade fast move. This time I'm going for an Ice Fist and healing, of course. And Sigils. Burn Extend, Force Surge. I'm powering up my homing because I'm going to be using that to boost my golem and also attack Snow White with. Attack and defense amp and base health amp.
Gaze upon my beauty.
No, thank you. I've had enough of you already. You pompous fool. Well, she was slightly out of range there. There we go, fully powered up now.
Well done, but I wouldn't waste my time on that.
I have equipped a XP boost again now. Also, I've actually equipped a calming one, which only takes up one slot, because you have a couple of slots, and the XP boost whisper takes up quite a lot. So yeah, this is supposed to calm Snow White and make her more, I guess, timid. It's just about hitting her there. Right, let's back off and heal. Trying to see if I could roll past, but no. And down she goes. That actually went really quick. I did get slapped about by my golem a few times, but you know.
True to his organization's code, he saved the monster. But that was only the beginning of his work, he explained. No one can say whether those who are saved find true salvation afterwards. Those who drowned in their desires once often sink into them again. And society does not look kindly on those who have become monsters. Many of the saved endure prejudice and abuse. Only a lucky handful can return to their former lives. The woman Calixto saved seemed truly repentant. She said her name was Pulcha. In response, Calixto pressed the former monster to join the ranks of Sanctuarium. The organization serves as a haven for reformed fiends with nowhere else to turn. His calling was to go forth and extend the hand of salvation directly. What matters is how we atone. All humans err. We transgress.
As when you insulted me, sir.
He added unnecessarily.
He's so bitter about that. Okay, so moving on to the 3rd chapter.
I'm ravishing, am I not?
He put the question to Pulcha, the poor woman he'd only just met. She nodded politely, though it was clear she was merely humoring the one who had saved her. His next task was to escort the girl to Sanctuarium's hold. He asked me to assist him in this.
Do this, and I'll forgive your slander, sir.
Calixto then began to tell the girl an account of his own past. He had been a common sorcerer, a faithful adherent to Avalon's code. But an encounter with one monster changed his life. The beast had been a young woman once.
Help me.
Finishing off a pleading target. Just another part of the necessary evil we sorcerers trade in. But that day, he couldn't do it. He saved that woman, Alba she was called. Though he couldn't offer a reason. Well, who amongst us can say why they've fallen in love?
Funny, isn't it?
He said after finishing his tale.
A man as ravishing as I, falling in love at first sight, and with a former monster, no less.
Okay, so I don't need to show you guys my setup. It's the same as before. I'm not bothering to change anything since we are just taking on some minion monsters. I don't know, so far I'm really liking the English voices. It's weird because, as I've said in another episode, I really hated them at first on Soul Sacrifice, so I opted to use the Japanese voices and just English text. But now, so far, I've loved all the accents and voice acting. You know, no one's felt out of place or weird. Every single voice has suited its character, so that's great. Jesus, they're all gathering round here, aren't they? Ow. God, there's a lot of enemies, isn't there? Well, at least I'll get a lot of leveling going on.
Well done, but I wouldn't waste my time. Waste my time.
There we go, leveled up that side. Now I'll focus on saving. Too violent. Oh, so close to getting the 42 bonus. Lame.
Pulcher listened intently, so he continued speaking. Ever since falling for that girl, he was filled with empathy for former monsters. Which was when he first began to gaze at his face, out of habit. Calixto and this woman, Alba, fell deeply in love. But her past drew the scorn of those around them. So they moved away from prying eyes to live alone together. To her, Calixto was special, unique among men. Who could ever say they loved someone as much as she loved him? Alba came to him with a confession. Her father, too, had become a monster in the past. And the children of monsters, they too were shunned. In the end, her spirit buckled. And so she became a monster.
The sins of the parents should not be passed down to the children. If people see you as a monster, soon you believe it yourself.
But even her past did not dissuade Calixto from his affections. Her parents' crimes made no difference to him. He loved her.
I'm warming up to him now.
Enough talk. for now.
He said wearily. Pulcha seemed eager to hear more, but agreed to leave the rest for the following day.
Well, it's pretty clear that his lover is no longer around, because, you know, why wouldn't he be at her side if he's so devoted to her? So obviously something's happened. My guess is we'll learn about that on the next chapter.
The new day came.
Or perhaps now, maybe?
But Pulcha had vanished.
Well, hopefully we will learn what's happened to his ex-lover on this next chapter, but I shall stop this episode here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, favourite and share. It really helps me out. As always, thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode, and I shall see you next time, guys.